Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, my dear students. In this session, we'll continue chapter 10, Information System and Decision Support System. In previous session, we covered the concept of decision support system, types of decision support system, the use of information system for making decisions in decision support system. In this session, we'll learn more concepts starting from management information system, the definition, the activities of the functionality of MIS, the role of MIS in organizations. Also, we'll compare the MIS with decision support system. Finally, we'll see the model or components of decision support system. So let's begin. What is the definition, or what is the function of the focus, the main purpose of MIS in an organization? A management information system is an integrated collection of people, procedure, databases, and devices that mainly provides managers and decision makers with information to help achieve organization goals. So it's a system which provides information to the managers and decision makers to achieve the organization goals for running their business operations. It also helps organizations for achievement of competitive advantages over the competitors in the market. The main purpose of an information system, management information system, is to provide the managers and decision makers with inside knowledge of operations, complete operations, detailed operations of the organizations. Here insight means detailed information, knowledge about all the operations carried out in the organizations. So the main purpose is to provide the right information to the right person in the right format at right time. Okay, so it provides the output as an information to the managers or decision makers at right format at right time. It's one of the purpose of MIS. All the business transactions enter into the organizations through traditional methods using internet or extranet or intranet. Okay, this has been recorded using different various applications, softwares, devices into the system. All this information has been recorded and stored in one place. That is information system. Like you see in this figure, the management information system as like a centralized, which all the business transactions, operations, activities are stored, are captured from various other sources. They are called input sources from various, like it may be a corporate internal database or corporate external database, or data collected by the ERP systems, or non or by indirect connection by using supply chain management transactions, customer relationship management, or procurement, or you can say purchasing, right? Or in a different, directly or indirectly, data has been captured and stored in the information system as information systems. And this information system is organized all this data which is captured from different sources. It also captured the data from external databases, which are like suppliers, stakeholders, competitors, industries, organizations. So it will help decision makers, managers to access this information system with the help of reports as an output, such as they can generate various types of reports based on their requirements. Like they can generate scheduled reports, and they have dashboard through which they can monitor the key performance key indicators. Demand report, they can generate demand reports. They can have exceptional reports, and also they can generate drill down reports. These information systems is further accessed by application databases through which a specialized systems can take advantage of this MIS. So the MIS plays a major role for deriving another type of different types of systems like decision support system, executive support system, or any other specialized information systems, like you can say informatics, bioinformatics, or anything related to geoinformatics, or you can also access by using application by your suppliers, stakeholders, or corporate intranet employees. We'll see one by one. So this figure will explain what is the role of what is the use of management information systems in the organizations. So what is the input to the management information systems? Like the input data sources are as considered as input internal data sources, TPS transaction processing system and enterprise resource processing systems, planning systems are related database information system, data warehouse, data marts, specific functional areas throughout the firm like supply chain management. So they are the sources card, they are internal, which are these databases informations are within the organization. That's why they are called internal data sources, which provides data to the information system. The other data sources are called external data sources. This also serve as input to the MIS, such includes customers, suppliers, competitors, and stockholders, whose data is not directly captured by the TPS or ERP system. They are external and extranet, okay, extranet applications. So they can be accessed through internet or specific communications. So either directly or indirectly, this data has been captured and stored in the record as a record information in the MIS. So what is the output of this? The output of MIS is simply giving the reports, okay, different various forms of reports for decision makers and managers for making decisions or running the business organization activities, objectives, to achieve the objectives. So many systems produce executive dashboard. It has a executive complete a big dashboard that present a set of key performance indicators to see the performance of the organization's business. Like it can use a scheduled report, can generate a scheduled reports that can be periodically generate weekly or monthly. A key indicator report summarize the previous day critical activities. This is another type of report that will summarize the critical activities. Okay, demand reports created on request. Sometimes the report is only can be generated or produced based on the request by the decision makers or by the managers. Exceptional reports, exceptions, automatically produced when situation is unusual or it requires management action. These are the sometimes they want in some report which can be triggered, which can be generated exception when there is some limit or some constraints based on some constraints or situations they occurs. So that's one thing, exceptional exception reports. And the last one is drill down, means complete detail information, that's insight report for every business activities transactions they made. So they can give complete report starting from the beginning to the end of the day. Like it can drill down from complete information about all the activities carried out. Okay, so these are the output of the MIS. What are the main characteristics or functions of MIS here? It's mostly provides the reports which are fixed and standard format. They have good standard format, like you see your timetable is one format, your transcript is one format, your certificate is one format. Okay, they are following one fixed standard format, okay, which can easily understandable and acceptable as per the procedures and guidelines. So it can produce hard copy as well as soft copy reports, like hard printed one or soft in, you can store in the memory. Use internal data stored in the system. Uses internal data stored in the, means uses the data sources like TPS, ERP, others. Allow user to develop custom reports. Also create custom based on the queries, or based on the demand, based on the specific exceptions. So they can also develop some custom reports, personalization reports, right? So the mostly generated by the managers. User request for reports for developed by the system personnel. Is some personal programmers, okay, those who have skill, they can generate this kind of customized reports, right? So these are the main activities, mostly producing the reports as an information. Mostly the MIS is mainly focused on producing the information, detailed information about the business transactions or activities. So let's see what is a decision support systems. Now, organize, it's also a system, is an organized collection of people, procedures, software, database, and devices used to help make decisions that solve the problems. Or any organization has some problems, so to solve these problems, a decision makers find the solution for these problems. Okay, so making this system specifically designed to make a decisions to solve the problems. So whether it is a different, any type of business problem, there may be structured, semi-structured, unstructured, okay, like a decision related to the management, decision related to middle level management, decision related to the operational team, or decision related to individual work business, right? So main thing is, the main purpose of focus of decision support system is to make a decision effectively regarding the structured and semi-structured business problems. Mostly the business problems are semi-structured problems. So semi-structured decisions are mostly in every business areas. So main characteristics or functions or activities of decision support system is to provide rapid access to information, to provide very faster access compared to the management information system. This is a rapid one, faster than this one. Handle large amount of data from different sources. It can handle, it can connect to different sources, input, output, I mean like a internal or external, okay. From various sources it can capture data, also from MIS also, to can handle easily. Provide reports and presentation flexibility, offer both textual and graphical orientations. Means provide presentation flexibility, various forms of information or perspectives. It can represent the information, textual data, graphical charts, okay, tabular data. You can support, also support drill down analysis, like you can complete detail, inside detail about the informations. We can also support. Performs complex, it also allows users or decision makers to perform complex operations. So sophisticated analysis, sensitive sophisticated analysis, comparison, logical operations, logical operations or activities on the data, okay, using some advanced softwares, like mostly consider as a Excel size, Microsoft Excel, which can allows a user to perform many mathematical operations over the data you received on the Excel data you received from the different sources. It supports optimization using the softwares. It supports optimization decisions, satisfying decisions, and heuristic approaches for making decisions for different kinds of upon the different types of problems. Perform simulation analysis, like to looks like how before implementation starts, before you make a final decision, you can see the simulation analysis with this help of softwares. So you can predict, I can predict the analysis, you can forecast the opportunity for the to address the problems. It supports various problem phases, like here intelligent phase, design phase, choice phase, okay, to solving a particular organization problems, right? So it also helps to make a decisions like ad hoc decisions, which consider when situations come up with only few times. ad hoc means the frequency of decisions. It helps to take one-time decision problems and more than one time also, like institutional decision support systems. So it supports various number of decisions you can take. It can take one time or more than once, few times you can say. So various types of decisions frequency can also be supported by the decision support system. It helps managers with various levels, operationals, tactical, strategic decision making for decision making. So like here we already covered this in the beginning of, like it helps to strategical manager, strategic planning, like decision, like making policy, complex long-term, tactical, operational, like middle level for achieving these policies made by the senior management, strategic planning. Okay, and the operational who are going to implement, run and mostly focus on routine tasks. So all this can be done with the help of decision making system by using decision support system software. So let's see, we will further see what is the main comparison, the comparison between decision support and MIS, how they are compared and what are the benefits of each one. Mostly the comparison is based on the type of problem they solve, the support to the users, and the main emphasis of decisions and information, the approach of solving the problems, the speed, what is the output and development. Okay, we'll see one by one here, like what are the factors. These are the factors which makes a difference between the decision support and management information system. Like the first one is approach. Here in decision support system, it will provide a screen, a computer screen directly to the decision makers and managers, so that he can directly interact. This main approach to interaction mostly is he can directly interact and to get the reports or see on the computer screen, which is not supported, which is not available in MIS. MIS is indirect support. It just give the fixed format of report, fixed format and standard formats. Okay, so there is no direct support means to the users in MIS. Okay, the next is development factor. Development is, since the user is directly accessing the decision support system, so he can suggest more. His involvement, his feedback involvements is causing it, I mean makes the system more development. Okay, so which is not frequently possible in MIS. MIS is already developed and fixed. It is fixed and within done by the programmers or by the developers, right? But it is not possible in MIS. So what is the factor? Third factor is emphasis. Emphasis mostly emphasizing the actual decisions. The decision support system, it emphasizes on actual decision and making and decision making style. What is the style here? Okay, here it will mostly emphasize on information only. You just provide the information, but here you can provide the decisions, right? In DSS. What is output? Here in output of DSS is mostly reports that are usually screen oriented. Mostly you can see the screen, you can see all the information provided on the screen with ability to generate report on the print. You can also print on using a printer. Here mostly in MIS is mostly printed reports, standard fixed reports. Okay, next is in DSS the problem type. It can handle unstructured problems that cannot be easily programmed. Nice. Non-programmed structures, non-programmed decision can be made using DSS. Okay, but here in MIS it can only program decisions, structure problems, which is routine daily task decisions can be made using MIS. Speed. Here the speed of DSS system is little bit faster because users can send a query and get the result very quickly, which is which takes more time than DSS in MIS. Support. What is the support for users? And he supports all phases of decision makings in mostly decision support system. Support all phases, like I said, intelligence phase, design stage, then next implementation, monitoring and implementation, monitoring and mostly implementations, right? People still make decisions. Here in cases there is no in MIS, in some cases makes automatic decisions and replace decision maker. Means it will a routine task, routine decisions. program decisions. So a system automatically make decisions, it will send the report. But here people allows to make, it supports more. You can monitor the decision, you can have flexibility to continue by using screen. Okay, we can see all the phases of decisions, right? So more control over the to the people who are using the decision support system. How, what is the factor, what is the system based here? Here system means, here decision support system, system user provided with database, with the system terminal and keyboard like mouse, a computer like a desktop environment, right? So you have one access to the decision support system to get the information, right, to make the decision. In MIS there is no such kind of terminal, nothing. A user has to indirectly connect it to the MIS too, and this MIS will provide only the reports per week, per month. It depends on how they are designed. So here the last one is users. It supports individual, small group, and entire organizations. Every people who are working means all the people in the organization can be a decision makers. That's the main beauty of main purpose. One of the use of decision support means all either individual, a group, a team, or enterprise level, it can support all the users to have more control over the decision support systems, likely which is not possible in MIS. It supports primarily on organizations. So we have less control over the, because it is not directly connected to the users. So these are the one things. So let's see the final topic is components of decision supports. I can say model of decision support systems, how they are, how it looks and how it will be interactive to the interact by the decision supports. It has two major components, are core components, is database and model base. They are the main two components which provides data, different kinds of data and analysis, which helps decision makers to make decisions and provided information. Another is user interface, like a terminal or dialog manager, allows decision makers to easily access and manipulate the decision support system. It helps, this is like a screen which are with interactive screen to the users or managers, so that you can easily access and manipulate the data or information on the decision support system. By using common business terms, by using some common phrases, so using some queries like terms or phrases. So it also has access to internet and networks, other computer based systems. Okay, like this is a conceptual model of a decision support system. It has a database and model base. Okay, this database is related to database management system. Model base is a model management software. There is a monitoring software here that also connected to the internet, other devices connected to the networks, or external database access. Now this is a decision maker guy who can, using this interface application, a screen, okay, mostly a program application software which is directly connected to over here to the main database systems and some statistical model data. We'll see one by one here. So what is database here? It allows managers and decision makers to perform qualitative analysis. Qualitative analysis data stored in company's database, data warehouse, and data marts. Using data means mostly perform a qualitative analysis on the database, irrespective of maybe database, data warehouse, data mining, business intelligence. So this is one programming. There are some softwares or tools called data mining and business intelligence tools which perform qualitative analysis, mostly like making decisions, mostly like sales decisions, purchasing decision, marketing decisions. These are called qualitative are mostly analysis like non-measurable. They are non-measurable, like making policies, like unstructured decisions, like unstructured. It performs unstructured, not like purchasing, not like this. Just unstructured analysis, unstructured decisions, like making policies. Okay, opening a new branch, opening a new warehouse, set up a new branch. Okay, which has no complete information, so it will provide a qualitative analysis in over the data they have. Okay, it's also connected to the external database using the same thing, using the tools called data mining and business intelligence. So another, the model base, here you can see this is a database, performs uh, quality analysis over the database management system. Here model based over the quantitative analysis. Quantitative analysis is measurable, quantifiable. So we can make some decision based on some record, the data you have, like purchasing decision, marketing decision, sales decisions, okay, based on the data here. Allow manager to make decisions to perform quantitative analysis. So like your statistical analysis, financial analysis, graphical, and there are some tools which helps to make such kind of quantitative analysis. They are called model management software tools, like including financial, statistical analysis, graphical analysis, and project management models. Okay, there are the different types of models. For those support this one, we have various softwares for support this kind of analysis, like spreadsheet for financial, and which is related to cash flow, in cash flow, statistical summary of statistics, okay, projections, more. There's another software, statistical programs, and graphical PowerPoint for making decision, like flow chart, okay, how the program flowing, graphical mode, project management. The various programs for various models for of data decision support system. The if is enough to remember this model type. Last one is user interface. So user interface allows users to interact with the decision support system to obtain information for making decisions. So it's like an interface between the hardware and a user. Okay, user is decision makers, like similar to operating system, which is interface between the user, application, and the system hardware. It assesses all aspects of communication between user and hardware software that constitute decision. Means it can communicate, like here a user here can communicate with external database, MMS, DBMS, I mean database, model base, everything. So this is application user interface. It's like interface to all the model of the decision support system components. So this is your chapter end. So the main purpose, the main focus of decision support system is to provide an effective decision in the organization for to solve problems. The various problems, various different types of decisions are involved. This decision support system helps organization to make structured, unstructured, semi-structured type of decision that may be programmed or non-programmed. It helps all the levels of the organizations, like individual, group, and or overall organization or enterprise, for monitoring and performing the business business activities. Hope you understand this chapter. Best of luck. Assalamu alaikum.